Hi guys, welcome to the class. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about critical path method and how to apply in the realistic site conditions with the usage of these path methods. How do we prepare for the conclusion of that work to be done in a particular period of time and the amount of cost. So in this method, the project management with certain time estimates, we have to determine activities that need to be accomplished and to determine the precedence relationships and completion times, and also construct a network diagram to determine the critical path and determine easy start and late start of the schedules. Is there any resources need not to be provided in the particular period of work, and the delay in these work conditions can also be estimated so that the late start also to be scheduled if the earlier start may not be possible with the resources or the manpower or the equipment of the construction. So whatever the reason, so we can estimate here the early starting of this project and also the late start if there are any dilations, if there are any time dilations in the resources and the manpower and also equipment, is there any natural calamities. So we may design early start time and also late start schedules for the project here. In this project management, the scheduling is necessary to estimate the time for specific activity. If a network excavation is going to be carried forward in the project in the site conditions, we estimate time for that excavation works of the ground to be of like 2 to 3 weeks, maybe done for the excavating of ground for the construction purpose, and also for the foundations it may take about 3 weeks, and for the curing next. So like that we must attain for each activity such time durations. Time durations can be set for that project to be considered without any failure in the cost and also within the schedule. Here you can observe based on the order of precedence, based on the works to be carried forward in the site. The activities are drawn here, the activities with a network diagram. Here you can observe the first activity may proceed in whenever we start a project. So the time dilations for the early start is of 0 for the activity 1. And for the activity 2, it may be after completing of 1. So 2 preceding of 1 here, and 3 preceding of 2. From the activity 2 has been completed, we may start the work for the activity 3. And also here you can observe activity 4 preceding of second activity, and also completing of the second activity, we may start activity 3 and activity 4. So after the if an activity 5 to be started to proceed the work after completing of the activity 3, the activity 5 can be started. The 6, 7, 8 here, the 6th can be started after the completing of 5th activity and also 4th activity here. And for the activity 7 to be started, the activity 6 must complete within the time durations. And for the activity 8, it may proceed the work after the completing of activity 7 here. So the calculation of the critical path in the network diagram approaches to help the calculate project durations. So the time durations which we require of overall time durations can be calculated for that project with the help of these critical path network diagrams. So a path is a sequence of activities that begins at the start of the project and goes to the end of the project. Here we have two paths, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and also we may draw a path of 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, and 8. Here we are getting two paths in which the critical path may lies. So the critical path is the path that takes the longest duration to complete the project and thus determines the minimum duration of the project. Here, this activity number 1 needs analysis. So it may takes about 3 to 4 weeks. Here, the time duration given is time of weeks and 4, and architect plans after completing of needs analysis, the architect plans may start. It takes about 10 weeks, and the equipment selection it takes about 2 weeks. So building permits and zoning is for 4 weeks. Vendor ID and equipment order it takes about 3 weeks. Construction, interior finish, and installation and setup. Here you can see these are the times and durations that require for the activity to be completed within this time period. The needs analysis should complete within the time period of 4 weeks. Likewise, the architecture plan and equipment selection, building permits and zoning, vendor ID and equipment order, construction, interior finish, and installation and setup can be given each activity to complete in a particular time duration. So here, the path that takes the longest to complete is known as a critical path. Here, we have two paths, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the time durations has been added for each activity to start to end in the particular path, so that the time durations can attain at the end of this activity. Here, in this critical path, we have one first activity should be of 4, second activity is of 10 weeks, combined to complete these finishing time for the second activity is of 4 plus 4 weeks for the first activity and for 10 weeks for the second activity. So the completion for this activity 2 should complete it in a time duration of 14 weeks. So the activity 3 can be completed in 16 weeks, and for the activity 5 it may takes about 19, and for sixth activity it may takes about 19 plus 6 35 weeks, and for seventh activity to be completed is of 35 plus 4 49 weeks, and for the eighth activity to complete its activity duration within a week. So the overall path durations has been calculated as of 40 weeks for the path 1, and for the path 2, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. In these path directions, we may get 4, 10, 4, 18 weeks, and 18 plus 16, 34, 4 plus 4, 38, and 39 weeks duration can be observed in this path of 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So the path that takes the longest duration to complete is known as a critical path. In this direction, in this path, we have attained a maximum duration of 40 weeks. So in this path, we can observe 39 weeks. So the path durations, the duration for the completing of the project from the activity 1 to the activity 8, it takes about 40 weeks. So the longest duration we have attained in these two paths is of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the critical path is of 40 weeks. And this calculation for the critical paths is, it is possible for multiple critical paths to exist. New information suggests that activity 4 will take 5 weeks instead of 4. So if the time duration here itself indicates if the fourth activity, it may takes about 5 weeks not of 4 weeks. So the critical path is also same for the second path. Here we have attained is also a 40-week critical path. 40-week duration can be required in the path of 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. This is the chart for the network diagrams. It is possible for multiple critical paths to exist. So in this, we have estimated time duration is of 5 weeks, not of 4 weeks. Here, these two acts as the critical paths for the project to be completed within a duration of 40 weeks. So a multiple critical paths may also be seen in the single network diagram. So another update indicates it will actually take 6 weeks for activity 4. Here you can see the activity 4 may takes about 6 weeks. So the critical path may be of 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So the overall project duration will be increased by another week. So the critical path is of 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 here. If the time duration for the activity 4 is not of 4 weeks and it should be of 6 weeks here, we can observe a change in the critical path. Here you can observe this is the time duration that has been changed to 4 to 6 weeks, and the critical path has been shifted to in this path of so that the critical path may be of 41 weeks here. Determining the slack. Here, the slack is the amount of time an activity on a non-critical path can be delayed without affecting the duration of the project. That is, without putting it on the critical path, um, we use similar calculations like early starting time minus earliest an activity. Earliest starting time. It is meant for the earliest time required for an activity to be started, and also early finishing time. It says that the earliest to finish the activity in a particular duration, and for the late start if an activity cannot be started or delayed. So the latest time for an activity to be started and which cannot delay the project duration. So the late finish, the latest an activity can finish and for without any delaying in the project. Here the late start should be of 0. So the activity 1 here is completed within the time duration of 4 weeks. Here you can observe the late start is of 0 and the late finish is of 4 weeks for the activity 1. And for the activity 2, it may takes about the latest starting period for an activity 2 is of after completing of activity 1, it may passes to the activity 2. So the activity 1 can be completed in 4 weeks. So for the starting time, for the late starting period of the second activity is of 4 weeks. For the completion of the second activity, the time duration is assigned with the second activity is of 10 weeks. So for completing of these second activity, the both first activity duration and for the second activity are added, so that 14 weeks of duration can be required for the completing of activity 2 within a duration of 14 weeks. So like that, we may consider for activity 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and for the path of and for the activity 4. So here the time duration is not similar. The time duration is not similar. Here, the latest finishing time is of activity 5 is of 19 weeks, and for the activity 4, it is 18. So we cut this path here, and the maximum duration we have attained is chosen as the critical path. After calculating After calculating the latest starting time and the latest finishing time, and also earliest starting time and earliest finishing times, so we can we can calculate the overall slack time. Here in this picture, in this tabular form, you can observe the slack is the amount of time an activity on a non-critical path can be delayed without affecting the duration of the project. So uh, putting it on the critical path, putting it on the critical path, here you can observe the activity 1 is of needs analysis. The earliest starting and latest starting time is of 0, and the earliest finishing and latest finishing is of 4. So here the slack here, the late finish, the difference between the late finish to the early finish. And here you can observe the slack differences. Where the slack difference is 0, the activity which included in the critical path. If the slack difference, if the slack value is not equal to 0, that is eliminated from the critical path. Here, the activity 4 is not allowed in the critical path, so that the critical path should be of should be of should be of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the critical path distance, and can be the path value of 40 weeks duration. Here, these are the uncertainty time estimates. Here, determine activities that need to be accomplished, determine precedence relationships and completing of times, and also construct a network diagram, determine the critical path, determine early and late start schedules, and calculate the variance for the activity times, and also calculate the probability of completing by the desired due date. The project scheduling, the project scheduling here, it takes about 3 time estimates. Here, previously we have calculated in the critical path manner method, and for this the same problem is carried forward in the project program evaluation and review technique. The optimistic, what is the fastest we can get an activity can be done, is known as the optimistic time, and the pessimistic time is nothing but the dilation we may observe if any worst case scenario occurred in the project is known as the pessimistic time. And most likely, what is our most likely time period to estimate? So here the calculating schedules, if any uncertainties are occurred, the expected time is equal to optimistic plus 4 times of most likely plus pessimistic estimate divided by 6, where T is the expected time, O is the optimistic, M is the most likely, and P is for worst scenario. Here, the activity 1, the optimistic time is of the earliest finishing time of this project may be of 3 weeks, and most likely to complete within the 4 weeks. If is there any delay, in case of delay scenario, we may estimate of 5 weeks for the pessimistic time. So the activity 1 should be completed within the time period of 4 weeks here, and for the activity 2 it may be of 10 weeks, and for the activity 3 it may be of 2.17 weeks. So we may change these, so as long as we have calculating for each activity, we may alter the time durations for the each activity, and again calculate these critical path, so that here while intercepting these estimates, the probability of the theory, the central limit theorem, dictates that we assume that finish time across entire project are distributed normally. So the finishing time should be is of faster of 50% chance. We will finish slower. This is of zero duration. When we calculate these, so here, uh, using the variation in time estimations, access duration probabilities can be changed. Note here that is the number of standard deviations that D is from T. So the expected time can also be the project based upon the duration of project. And here we recognize that there is a variation around our estimates. We are estimating most likely or expected, not exact. Commonly the use as beta distribution. Another symmetrical distribution, here the calculation variance of the activities duration estimated is of sigma square is equal to p minus 0 square, and here we can calculate the variance for the activity uh, from the time dilation of the early expected, and also while using of these, is there any delay. In the case of delay case, we may consider these activities optimistic most likely and pessimistic times. So the variance between these early estimated time and is there any delayed durations. Here for the activity 1, the variance is of 0.11 weeks, and for the activity 2, that is the variance of 0.44 weeks, and for the activity it is of 0.25 weeks. And calculate critical path using the expected time, accumulate the variance of the individual activities, apply formula to estimate project duration probabilities. Z is equal to D minus TE. So D is the activity duration, D is the expected time, and Z is the number of standard deviations. D is of from T. Here, the optimistic time requires for the activity 1 to be completed in within 3 weeks. For the most likely, it is of 4 weeks, and for the pessimistic estimate of 5 weeks, and the most expected time to complete while using these 3 times of the activity 1 is of 4 weeks. Is there any variance in the estimations is of 0.11 weeks. If uh, the expected time to complete this activity is of 4 weeks, but there is any delay scenarios in the project durations, the most likely the variance estimate, so another uh, delayed time is of 0.11 weeks can be considered, and for the architect plans it is of expected time should be of 10 weeks. Is there any delay, it may consider it may prolong to a 0.44 weeks. It is nothing but of 2.5 days or 3 days can be prolonged for the completing of these architect plans. And for the equipment selections, it may be the expected time duration for the completing of this equipment selection activity is of 2.17 weeks. Is there any time dilations 1.5 day can be considered for the another prolongation can be considered for the completing of this activity. And for the building permits and zoning, the expected time to complete the project within 4.17 weeks. Is there any time duration delayed? The variance estimate is of 0.25 weeks. So the vendor ID and equipment order may takes about 3 weeks of expected time, and any variance in the time can be estimated of 0.11. The construction, the expected time is of 16.17, and for the variance estimate 1.36 days. The interior finish is of takes about 4 weeks of expected time. Is there any time durations delayed? 1.3 times or 1.3 weeks of the variance estimate can be prolonged, and for the interior finish it may be of 4.17 expected time, and the time dilation is of 0.25 weeks, and for the installation and setup it may take about 1.17 weeks. Is the time dilation is of 0.03 variance estimate. So here time estimates to assess duration probabilities. So the project cannot be finished within less than of 39 weeks or less. So it may be between 39 to 40 and of weeks can be required for the early starting time and for the late finishing of the project. Critical path is of 40.68 weeks. The sum of variations is of 2.56 weeks durations. So here, using variation in time estimates to assess duration probabilities. So that is equal to is the number of standard deviations. D is from expected time, and D is the activity duration here. That is D is the activity duration of 39, and expected time is of 40.68. So standard deviance is of 1.6. So 1.05 standard deviation difference between the most likely and desired durations can be seen here. So I look up to the cumulative probability of the activity being completed before 1.05 standard deviations from the most likely estimates, and also have 85.314% chance of finishing within 39 weeks from the starting of this project. So if I want to be 90% sure that I hit the project duration that I have chosen of 39 weeks, so the reconfiguration Z equation to solve for D. A methodical approach to reducing project duration. Focus on the time of activity on the critical path, looking for greatest improvement with least cost, additional labor, machinery, overtime, and temporary employees, and premiums paid to outside contractors for early delivery. Steps: create a network diagram, identify critical path, and identify the costs of reducing each activity and path. Reduce most cost effective activity, look for critical path changes, and complete the project within the time duration. So create a network diagram and estimate the cost for each activity, and identify the critical path for the maximum durations required for the project to be completed. Here we have a typical project. The activity A can be the activity B can be started after completing of A, and also D is started after completing of A, and E is started after completing of A. So here the critical path is the network diagram is much confusing while creating a network path. So identify the critical path from that network diagram which we have drawn. So it takes about 35 days of time duration. The cost of each activity can be calculated. The activity A, normal time is of 8, crash time is of 7, cost per day is of 400, and cost for the each activity for B is of 300. For the activity C, it takes about 250, and for the activity F, it is of 350, and H is of 450. So while calculating the network, the critical path, and also estimate the cost, for the each activity and reduce the most cost effective activity to complete this project within time duration of the critical path we have achieved. So look for the critical path changes so that so that the activities can be the duration can be reduced and also the cost of the project can be reduced. If the critical path the duration of the project has been reduced, eventually it implies for the reduction of the cost in the project. And if here you can observe the crash next activities. So time estimates are frequently wrong, early finishes are observed, and cushions get wasted. Resources aren't always available when needed. So we may simply calculate the project for maximum duration it is of, so that if there any uh, delay in the case scenario for the resources and for the equipments which we have which we are using in the site may are not vulnerable throughout the project. So the maximum duration can be considered for the critical path of the network diagram which we have drawn, and the project can be completed these in these times in which the critical path we have attained, the duration of the critical path we have attained. Thank you and meet you in the next class.